gotta.
Oh dear. Okay, thank you.
Guys, in the top right-hand corner, our purple. Yeah, that works. 'Cause it's blue
on the purple
and red.
map.
Damn, there we go. No, because he's red, but it says he's blue. But he's
Oh, yeah. That's
so
my fault.
purple. Get it? I didn't even realize why that happened. I think it was completely subconscious. I blended the
Darn.
colors in my mind.
I was on a roll with the scoreboard
Then
too,
I just
man.
said purple, I guess. Or I really like the taste of purple at the same time, though. So, guys, top right-hand corner, red Protoss player from Team Prime. He is classic. His opponent down on the bottom left from Complexity, securing their first win, is Sasquatch. He just defeated Marine King Prime, who before that secured 2 wins. Nice one there against Rise, and of course Trimaster to kick off the set for the night. So this is game number 4 if you're just tuning in of the IPTL up and down matches. I'm Kibbles, with me is Robin.
Interesting.
Should be pretty good.
Oh, yeah, and he's bad too. Let's go ahead and fix that. Darn, I was on such a roll with that scoreboard. Let's go ahead and get that changed to Protoss for you guys really quickly before the chat goes too darn crazy. And looking to the top. Oh, the scoreboard disappears. Jeez, I am done with life, man. You see, you're making me laugh, dude. That whoa comment. It's funny because like Alex, he loves wrestling.
Actually, it's hard to do. Oh yeah,
he loves wrestling.
Yeah, he's always talking.
He's always talking like that, and so you doing that it showed like a face of Alex, and then like wrestling. It all jumped to my head, and then for some reason I saw Sasquatch Wrestling Classic, and like that all happened in my head. Like my head thinks so weirdly. It's ridiculous.
What did Classic look like in your head?
Just a baller in Korean.
Yeah.
Yep. Very true here. Well, guys. Probots are harassing the main here. Sasquatch opens nice and safe here going into the 15 pool, of course. Needs to be very active with making sure the opponent doesn't photon cannon rush. We've been seeing a lot of Protoss players do it. And brings two drones down here to get rid of this probe. So nice micro over as well. And if he needs to, if he can't actually get...
Classic, we should say.
Can't get the hatchery up. If there's a pylon that's put up, he can always move that drone down to the 3rd and get it up. And at that point, if Classic puts a pylon here as well, it's becoming wasteful for him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. You run into a situation where like you can't go Nexus first if you want to do that. Because if you do, your Forge is going to be too late with a double pylon block that they will just kill you with Zerglings. So you have to go Forge first, and a lot of players would rather just go Nexus first, and then there's no reason to build 1 pylon because then they can just go over and build the hatchery, so you're forced to build 2. So most players nowadays don't build a single pylon at all. Only if you know you're going Forge first no matter what is it really ever worth it.
Well, at this point, we get into the wonderful ZVP. What do you think we're going to see, man? Lair into Spinecrawler Rush?
This is a really good map, actually, for Classic's teammate, Creator. He is a huge fan of going for Phoenix on this map. You actually go for a Stargate opening, and then you follow up with an Immortal Sentry all in, and you make only like 4, 5, 6 Phoenix tops, and then you use those to lift up the Infestors that you allow your opponent to tech to, because you don't actually push until about 11 minutes. It's a little bit later than a normal Immortal Sentry all in, but as 4 Immortals, it's even stronger than a regular one, and I have seen Classic use that build only one time, and it was on this map, and Creator uses it pretty much every time on this map, so it's good for... It's good for Sasquatch that this map is out of the way if he does continue to tear through Prime's ranks, but we'll have to wait and see.
All right. Well, notice Sasquatch did open with 4 lings. Means he really wants to make sure no shenanigans do happen his way. Wants to keep full tabs on his opponent. Gotta go straight for this probe. It's running straight on in, not paying attention, and we'll lose 3 lings there. Nice bait there from Classic.
That was, yeah.
But the ling does get into the natural and should be able to scurry on by into that main if he's careful. I'm not looking at it.
He got in?
He gets in. Straight in. So, can be a little annoying here. He needs to be really careful because 1 shot will kill off that link, but still gets into the main, and if he can keep it alive for a good 40 seconds, it would be very worth it for him. Oh my
Absolutely.
gosh. Very close.
Okay, so here's where we're looking for gases, and there aren't any. So Stargate play is a huge possibility right now out of Classic. Now, it would be on the low ground because he doesn't actually have any pylons on the high ground, and there it is. Stargate going down in the back, right on time for Classic Prime. We'll have to see what he decides to follow up with.
Yeah, Prime seemed to really enjoying that build that you were mentioning earlier. It's really strong, and will Sasquatch have the ability to hold it off? He's falling up into 2 gases at the moment. Should be getting his lair first. I would actually like to have lair first, and you get more queens out, and then fall up into your speed. He's going to have 1, 2 queens and no more being queued up. It's come to the point in ZVP where we're starting to see 4 or 5 queens being created because it does help out a little bit against the Immortal, and if you can get a couple of clutch transfuses down. And as well, it's really good against any Phoenix opening because Phoenix has become really strong lately. And I really think that that's a side effect of Heart of the Swarm because Stargate openers have become really strong. So players are starting to use them in Wings of Liberty and just toying around with them, working on the micro and whatnot. So we're actually going to have a Void Ray first here, though, from Classic, which is pretty interesting, to be honest with you. Creep Tumors, again, has made Void Ray defense for Zerg way better. You're able to get your queens maneuvered around.
Yeah, I mean, by no means does he have to go for the build that we've seen from Creator, so Prime is going for something a little different here.
That's not good.
We've seen a lot of players utilizing a combination of Void Ray, a couple of Phoenix. You can actually follow up with, we should, wow, 2 Void Rays.
Wow.
Actually, this is, 2 Void Rays is so different than 1.
It's so close.
Wow.
Save it. Ridiculous.
Actually, 1 more shot would have killed that.
Yeah, boom. It would have exploded everywhere. Well, that Stalker is going to take a lot of damage as well. A nice save there from Sasquatch. I wonder if that was a little bit on the lucky side, but still getting it done. Void Ray's coming out there, and that becomes a good scout for him as well. I just
think of the... Is that Brittany's...
Hit me, baby, one more time.
No, she's so lucky.
Oh, why would she think that? Why would you think that?
Because you said he's so lucky. And I don't often hear the word "so" in front of the word "lucky."
It's a good song.
Because that's, luck is already pretty rare. When you're like, man, that was lucky. You're like, that was so
you can have a higher % chance of luck.
Just more rare.
In some games, there's actually
regular luck.
There's an actual stat called luck, and you can find things more
like matchup,
like items and stuff around because you're more lucky. Oh well, whatever, man. Creator is not in this game. Classic though.
Oh man.
He's gearing up for a pretty strong push.
Okay, we need to see Sasquatch's vision real quick. And has he seen this Void Ray? Is that the Void Ray on the map?
Yeah, he knows the Void Rays. He knows
okay, so that is the Void Ray heading across.
He's seen one. I don't think he's seen a second one.
Has he really seen the Void Ray?
He's seen the one in the middle of the map because it defended against the Lynx.
Okay.
And it was coming around defending the third as well. And looks like the Classic is going to go ahead and grab his third behind this.
It's just really, really interesting that he's not attacking with the Void Rays if he revealed them.
Well, he's saving one here. He showed only one, which could make Sasquatch believe, okay, there's only one on the field here, which means he's just going to use it for clearing up creep, which some players have been doing that. They'll get an Observer, get a Void Ray out, and just kind of mix it into their mid-game army. But he hid the other ones, and now we're having the aggression on the way, bringing the second Void Ray as well.
This is going to be so tense. Sasquatch right now, look at his resources. He has 1,200, 1,200. He's going to make 12 Mutalisks, but the Spire isn't done yet. This attack is about to hit. The 4th is most likely going to be canceled.
Yeah, he's going to have to.
The question is, how much more damage is he going to take before this, before he can get the Mutes on the field to deal with this attack?
All right, so kills off that 4th, and it's actually not canceled, so he will be losing the resources there. Does pull his drones immediately. 13 meters are on the way. Going to start pumping out Lings as well. But I don't think 13 meters can take this on right away. The Void Rays, if they are focused down, the Stalkers will kill it off immediately.
And if the Zealots get in front, it still might not be enough. In fact, he's got so many sentries with this, he can segment off the Lings and make them irrelevant.
Nexus did finish up, by the way. And here we go. Aggression moving straight into the natural. Drones are here as well. Ling's trying to pop out. Remember, the Lings do not have speed because he rushed straight into Mutas, running straight for the Void Ray. One will fall down. Guardian Shield has been popped, which will be helpful against the Mutas. Mutas charging in at the same time. It's such a heap of mess, if you will. Yeah. Drones on the Zealots, though, and this is not looking good for Sasquatch in any way, shape, or form. Mutas have been cleaned up as well. There's only a couple of them left. And Classic is going to kill off Sasquatch here. GG, well played from Sasquatch.
All right, so Sasquatch falls in pretty rapid fashion, but he did manage to take down Marine King. Classic now taking down Sasquatch. Yeah. And that sets the score to 3-1 in favor of Prime.
Really well done there, masking that attack. Because he showed them one Void Ray on the middle of the map. It was really clear off the Lings. And it just looks like a normal Void Ray opening into expand into Robo, most likely. And you grab that third up. And once you grab the third, then you go in a 3-base economy and go for a strong push. So at that point, Sasquatch thinks, okay, I'm safe. I can go into Mutaplay. I can harass my opponent and eventually take the mid-game into my favor. The thing is, 2 Void Rays were hidden. He came with a huge push. And it was just a really good job of masking and expansion. And it just threw Sasquatch off. That's all it was.
Yeah, because he actually didn't have a lot of probes. If you noticed that the third base, for instance, there were no probes. He didn't have an oversaturation on the 2 bases. He kind of just dropped that third. Yeah, I can transition out of this, but I'm not heavily invested in Eco right now. And he didn't go for that Robo. So, I mean, Mutalisk, it works fairly well against Stargate, but there were a lot of sentries. He reinforced with only Stalker, by the way. His main wave of reinforcements was pure Stalker. There were some Zealots lagging behind later on, but Really, really nicely played there out of Classic. Looks like they're going to be bringing out your man.
It's going to be the Terran player, QXC man, coming out for Complexity. Can he take out Classic here, which will be the next game? It's going to be on Entombed Valley. Guys, let's load up the replay. Let's do a commercial. We'll be right back.